My name is Christopher Foxton, Chris Foxton. I'm Chief Executive of the Insomnia Coffee Company, which is Ireland's largest cafe chain. We've 60 of our own units, and we have a relationship with the Spar Group as well, which gives us access to another 30 units. I've been the Chief Executive for 4 months now. Prior to that, I was the Chief Financial Officer of the company. I invested in that company in 2004 with some colleagues. It was quite a small company at that time, and we've expanded it now into Ireland's leading chain. So how did I choose CPA in the first place? I would go back to my mother and father when I was sitting down one evening discussing, I think this was a few weeks before the leaving certificate, what I would do. I had no idea, and they suggested to me a career in accounting, something my father actually always wanted to do but never did. And I said, okay, I think I'll try that. Within 2 days, my parents had put down an application form for the CPA Institute. I filled it out, signed it, sent it in, and it was as simple as that. The CPA course I took when I was training was with a educational establishment called Business and Accounting Training. It was a part-time course with weekend seminars twice a week for a 4-year period while I was working at the same time. So it was quite intense, but it was a natural flow, and it worked very well. And I think the combination of the academic side with the work experience was very good. My advice to anybody starting off in accounting, if that's your chosen career, is to gain as much experience as you can alongside the academic side of the qualification. I found it easier to be working actually in practice while I was studying. Now, if I look back on that, maybe I would have enjoyed 3 years of academic studies also without working, but I found the combination very good. The practical experience actually in accounting is quite invaluable to those who are going to proceed forward with practice, and particularly when you move into industry, if you so wish later on. The best decision I have ever made in my career was choosing accounting as a profession. It has been my backbone through all the different career choices and business investments that I've taken over the years. It has allowed me to have a fallback situation in that it's as well as a security. The fact that I chose that profession meant that I could have taken on anything really in my life. The fact that I have ended up where I've ended up has been more than I could have ever hoped for at the beginning, and it's directly as a result of choosing accountancy as a qualification. The most rewarding aspect of my career is being Chief Executive of Insomnia Coffee Company. I have a wonderful team of people around me, some of us who are shareholders as well with me, and there is a dynamic there that it works so well. And it's a mix of finance, it's a mix of operations, it's a mix of marketing, it's a mix of production. It's a wonderful mix of people, and my contribution into that as a CEO with a financial background is day by day is a very valuable contribution. I know that, but to have creative people around me, it means that they have the opportunity to almost do what they like, knowing that there's a discipline there within the team as well. The biggest lesson that I have ever learned is to follow your heart. If that doesn't sound like a cliche. I've been very lucky, I would think, in my career choices over the years. They haven't necessarily been choices because they have been situations or opportunities that I have seen as I've progressed. I've seen them with the benefit of an accountancy qualification behind me, because those opportunities exist in those areas to a high degree. And I have been able to I've seen many opportunities over the years. The ones that I've liked, I've followed, and I've followed because my instinct says I should follow them. What changes have I seen in the last few years in the accountancy profession? My understanding of what has happened in the accounting professions over the years, they have become much more business oriented as businesses themselves, rather than just groupings of professionals offering professional advice. The good practices that I have seen within accountancy circles offer wide ranges of advice and very expertise advice. They are essential as part of as a business person to be able to access this advice. Even more so nowadays, particularly when laws generally have become more complex. And areas such as taxation, areas such as presentation of accounting under various rules. I find myself every week I would ask a question of the profession. I would recommend CPA as a qualification because it gives you a backbone for the future. There are so many choices you can make with a CPA qualification. You have a world of business and beyond open to you post-qualification.